Welcome Exiles to another update on the Mageblood Elementalist. Now to start this one off, we're going to go ahead and do we'll do an HasBEEN and give you just a preview of what it looks now that I changed out Brass Dome for Inpulsa. And then after the map, we'll go over the details of, hey, what did you actually change, what did you actually do? Basically, for map mods, as I'm rolling these, I only really avoid less recovery and no regen. I can do them, but it just makes it less comfortable, so I just avoid them so I don't have to think as much, basically. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and activate this Moon Temple. We'll go kill HasBEEN, and then I'll showcase maybe a little running around in Delve, because I've been enjoying running around in Delve with this setup. And then we'll go over the gear situation, what do we change, what's going on, all that sorts of stuff, and yeah, that's the plan. Whew. Still waking a little bit up a little bit. I just woke up. So yesterday I was doing helping my brother move. So that was pretty busy yesterday. My back's hurting a little bit, so I think I might even stream just because I don't think I have enough energy to really work on the house stuff like I was going to be planning on doing. So just gonna keep it easy, keep it simple. Go take out HasBEEN, then we'll go check out some Delve, run a little bit of that, and then I'll go over the changes we did, all sorts of things. Now when I fight HasBEEN, I proc my Molten Shell, my Vow Righteous Fire, and my Enduring Cry, just so that way, if they're hitting us right when we lose HP on our Vow Righteous Fire, we have Molten Shell there, Enduring Cry, and our Life Flask all hitting all at the same time, and it's very, very low likelihood that we can die in that situation, and then we get all the extra damage from Vow Righteous Fire. Feels great. Now let's quick go over to a Delve, run a couple, I guess, lanes of that, just because I've been enjoying running Delve with this build. You just kind of just sprint with it. It's just fun. I have a Smoke Mine phase run setup because I'm basically just running through things, and Smoke Mine gives a buff for movement speed, and phase run gives a buff for movement speed. So you basically just Smoke Mine into phase run, and you just kind of book it through the Delve. That's what I've been doing. It's been pretty fun so far. I'm down to depth 250, it looks like. And keep in mind, I haven't done Delve like basically all League. I've just been doing mostly just other stuff, and then I decided, you know what, I'll take this character to Delve. I feel like it would maybe feel good in Delve. There'd be some enjoyment there, just kind of cruising, not really thinking. I did this to hit level 97, I believe. I was just cruising into Delve. It was really easy, fast XP, just running around, running through monsters, and that's basically, feels good, I guess. I don't know. Right now I'm thinking I need to get a little bit more investment into AoE to really make the explosions start to just come together, like full clear and legions. I think I'm getting very close to it. I've done some legion pops and it gets close to almost full clearing it. I think I just need a bit more AoE and we'll be popping entire legions, which will feel really good. Now let's go over the setup for what I've changed here. What's the difference between Brass Dome, the pros, the cons, all that sorts of stuff. So right off the gate, we put Inpulsas instead of Brass Dome. Why do we do this? It's because of the mod. Shocked enemies you kill explode for 5% of their life, okay? Explodes, when combined with Righteous Fire, they just feel good. They make the clear just complete, basically. And in order to make and take advantage of this Explode mod, we need a second unique, which is Storm's Gift. Storm's Gift has this mod that makes enemies you kill are shocked. So what that basically means is, and then it makes shocks proliferate. What that basically means is Impulse's explosions, they aren't allowed to shock other enemies, but thanks to Storm's Gift, the enemies you kill are shocked and they're proliferating those shocks to the next enemies, so the explosions still effectively feel like they can shock and then chain off themselves because of Storm's Gift. Now, for these gloves, we prioritize 1 max fire res. This is important as a synthesis implicit because it allows us to get all the way to 90. There weren't many pairs of this, it's going to be nice for the build if you end up min-maxing the build, getting 1 max fire res to take you to 90. We get 2 max fire res from our boots. I ended up finishing up the craft on these. The boot craft is basically you get good suffixes, then you do Reforge Fire on item level 85 boots, and it's 50-50 to hit plus 2 max fire res. Then you do the Ashling, you know, suffixes can't be changed, Ashling, and you're hoping for either movement speed plus movement speed if you haven't been hit recently, or movement speed plus onslaught, and then, of course, something nice like Crafting Life on there. I also decently finished up my helmet craft as well. One of the things I was doing here was going for a Fizz taking his fire, so I basically did suffixes can't be changed, reforged fire, 50-50 again to hit Fizz taking his fire, then you do Ashling. Ideally, for this helmet, we want to hit +2 AoE, 10% area of effect, because that would affect our determination, our grace, our malevolence. Those levels would help those things better. Unfortunately, I didn't hit that. I hit life and mana regen, which is okay. I'm probably going to settle for it because I don't really want to recraft this anytime soon because there's a lot of other things I have to do. So for right now, we're sticking with this. Anyways, amulet, or not amulet, ring. We crafted a flammability on hit ring, basically spamming delirium essences until we hit either T2 res or T1 dexterity is basically what we were going for. And then once we hit one of those mods, we would annul the extra suffix. We would slam on a warlord influence after blocking the suffix pool. So that way we didn't take up a suffix. We would then, suffix can't be changed, plus a reforged caster. This is about a 1 in 4 to hit flammability. I hit vulnerability a couple times. I hit cast speed a lot. So this ring is a very expensive craft, but we eventually got it done. And then I went ahead and tried to do an Ashling. Reforge, you can see it kind of failed there because I hit damage per endurance charge, which isn't good for us, but it's honestly a really cool ring for somebody else, so I might just leave it there in case, you know, somebody maybe wants to play an Ignite build. This would be a sick ring. And then eventually I'll finish redoing the prefixes for these, but essentially what we were going here was Fractured Dex because I needed the Dex, and then Essence of Delirium, and then open suffix, and then do a suffix can't be changed plus Reforge Chaos. It's like a 1 in 6 to hit T1 Chaos. And so we did that till we hit T1 Chaos, and now I'm going to be fixing up the prefixes with Ashling. So that's some of the gear changes we've done. What's the overarching difference when we pick up an Inpulsa versus a Brass Dome? Well, right out the gate, I kind of feel like it's worth to go down here to pick up max res, because we lose 5 max res from Brass Dome. This hurts us defensively, and we are picking up kind of an offensive option in Inpulsas. So in order to try to make up for some of that difference, I'm going over to get these max res because I do want to get over to 90 max res. So we pick up this, we pick up a little bit of better life nodes since we're close here. Life nodes that come with armor, that helps make up for some of the loss of the Brass Dome. You'll see we're at 47k armor. When we proc our Molten Shell, we go to 55k. The breakpoint for Molten Shell to be best in slot, you really want to try to get to at least 50k, so that way you're always getting that 10k buffer from Molten Shell. Previously, we would have been at 70k, going to like 90k or something like that with Brass Dome, but we lost some armor. Obviously, Brass Dome is a huge armor item, and we lost some. Advantages we gained from Inpulsa, though, it comes with unaffected by shock. So one of the things we can do is we can drop Gurukun, and we can then go for Solitude Kahama. So even though we lost that armor, we're picking up 9% Fizz reduction here, we're picking up life regen, there's some very good feels good things that starts to make up for that difference in losses. We also, instead of this node, we were picking up a cluster for damage. That's part of the passes we had to drop to go over here. We still pick up things like percent damage from Inpulsa. We get some life back from Inpulsa. We get some life back from not having the downside of Brass Dome. We end up switching out our stun threshold. Oh, I even forgot to do this, but I'll switch out the stun threshold probably for the take reduced damage from extra crits. We'll see. Maybe I'll switch it out and then I'll decide I'm getting stunned too much. I'm just going to go back to stun threshold. The point is we lose the ability to be immune to crits from Brass Dome, so that's something we also have to kind of gauge for. Moral of the story is we lost, I would say, roughly around 15 to 20% of our damage in the switch of passives and whatnot, going from Brass Dome to Inpulsa, but we gained a lot of fun, a lot of feels good in Inpulsa, and I can't see myself going back. After I've been playing with this, it just feels way too good. Explosions just feel amazing, and I think I'm close, if not better at this point, in terms of how this build feels compared to my Harvest Righteous Fire character. Back then I had close to mirror tier gear in every single slot because of Harvest. I had better support gems. You know, we lost 30 to 40% or whatever in the support gem nerfs. We had better cluster jewels back then. We had Explode mod on a chest, and I think right now this build feels better than that Explode RF Bomber Chieftain did in Harvest League. And that's I gotta give credit to Mageblood. I think I've been hearing people say Mageblood is not worth 300x just because you can put together a build better for 300x or whatever. I agree that yes, if you have 300x, you would be much better off making a build with that 300x than just buying Mageblood. but the amount of power this thing gives to take a build to the next level, I personally believe it makes itself worth that amount of money, because I'm comparing this to previously nerfed or previously like better support gem build, harvest gear, and I think this makes this build better because of what it allows us to do. It's really pretty insane, I would say, and that's my thoughts on it at least. Anyways, the build's been feeling very good. Right now we are on the hunt for the +4 Inpulsa. I just did 22 Val double corruptions last night. We did not hit a +4, and we're going to keep trying. We'll see if eventually my will is broken to go to the double corruption chamber. I'm sure I'm above 200 double corruptions on chess pieces alone without seeing a +4, but we're going to keep trying. We will keep grinding, and that's what we're going to shoot for. I think I might stream later today, actually, just because I'm feeling a bit too tired and sore to do work on the house, which is what I would normally be doing because of helping my brother move yesterday. So if you want to come by a stream and check it out, that'd be fun too. Catch you guys later. Take care.